a quick rundown of what's going on. As you can see, it's windy as crap. And it's been like this for a couple days. And it's going to be like this for another week or two. So, in order to do any type of fishing at all, I figured I'll start doing a little bit of shore fishing. I haven't done much of that except for maybe the nighttime tarpon fishing. But this will keep things a little bit interesting, a little bit different. And you just kind of got to make do down here when the winds are blowing. You try to hide from the wind, but when you got 20 to 25s, it's just really hard to hide. So you do the next best thing, which is do a little bit of shore fishing, a little bit of bridge fishing, and just basically just try to get the rod bent. So this first spot is one of my old school stops. And what I think I'm going to do, because it's going to be so windy for so long, is I think I'm going to make a couple of these shore fishing videos. And I'm going to start here at Key West and kind of work my way up the Keys. I'm not sure how far I'll get, but this first spot, or these first spots, are my old school spots where I used to fish before when I used to live here. And this was my my usual stop for getting bait, pinfish. We're right here on the NAS, the Naval Air Station, Boca Chica. And this is one of the pipes that cuts through from the Gulf side to the Atlantic side. And because of that, it causes current, and it's just like a wreck on the vast desert around the Keys. It kind of, everything groups around it. It's a little bit of structure, but it's that current, so it brings food back and forth between the flats and the flats, so the fish just kind of hang around here. You can catch decent sized snapper and grunts and stuff here, but it's kind of shallow, so it's a real good spot for kind of catching pinfish. I'm going to try throwing the cast net first, and if that doesn't work, then I brought some squid, and then I could hook and line some pinfish, because that's going to be the bait of choice for this first section. I'm going to do a little bit of a cut pinfish and see what we can catch. So I'm just going to work my way, catch some bait, and then hit spot after spot and just see how far we go. And then maybe the next video I'll do from that point and just keep going up. There's no real good bridges per se down on the lower Keys, so they're kind of up towards mid Keys, so maybe that'll be on later on down the road. But anyway, this will be just kind of get my feet wet again, make sure I have my stuff in correct order, and if I'm missing stuff, I'll remember it for the next trip. I just haven't done a lot of shore fishing lately, so we'll just have to work our way through it. So anyways, that's the plan. Let's see what we can do. I'm just brought along my little 5-foot net. Just to be old school about it. That's kind of what I used to use. I don't know how effective it is going to be right here, so we'll just test it out and see what we can do. Because the wind is coming from this direction, I have to wait out in order even to cast over there. You just can't really throw a cast net very well into the wind. It just won't open. But and this water is chilly, so the temperatures are definitely dropping. That's not very good for stuff. It kind of shocks the system, and they tend to go find deeper water. But let's throw this and see what we can get. Yeah, it looks like we got some bait. Might have just got lucky. Oh yeah. I think we might have enough bait for the whole go around. So I'm gonna grab my cooler. I'm strictly going to be doing cut bait. So I'm not going to, even though I brought my bucket, I'm not going to try to keep these guys alive. I'm just going to use them for cut bait. But these would be perfect size for the snappers on the bridges on the shore fishing. But with today's conditions, and I'm not going to go too far up the Keys where I'm going to be fishing any of the main bridges today. So Mohara, nice little pins here. Use those whole spiny little bastards. Man, pinfish, great cut bait, great live bait, great cut bait, inshore, mangroves, offshore, pretty much good for everything except probably trolling. But I think that might do us. Maybe I'll do one more throw. All right, the first spot we're gonna hit is the pipes, I call them, on the NAS. This is my night fishing spot for the tarpon, but I figured just let you check it out. You can also see why tides, or knowing the tides, is so important. This is why they call it the pipes, or at least I call it the pipes. And you can see this is like one of the main channels that go between the Gulf, Atlantic side and then over to the Gulf side. And it creates a pretty deep cut inside here because there's been so much current runs through here. So it gets fairly deep here, and then right around there it starts shallowing out to very, very thin, shallow stuff. You can see where the weeds are. This is actually higher tide going to lower tide on this side, but that'll actually be kind of exposed there. But that's the Air Force base there where they're launched from. This is also where I catch the shrimp. Because of that tidal flow, they always stay around this edges here with these grasses here, and so this is a very popular spot for people to fish, catch bait. I'm not really going to fish it today because as you can see, the tide is going the wrong direction, so it's going inward, so the other side would be better, but the other side is actually pretty much flats all the way out, so I really don't have very much luck on that side. Doesn't hurt to try. And then I do it because the tarpon will hang out on that side on an incoming tide. But since this side is a little bit deeper and it's got more of this mangrove cuts around the sides, they can hide up in these mangroves during the day, and then at nighttime come out here, and when the tide's flowing, they'll feed on it. Usually for the tarpon, it really doesn't matter outgoing or incoming, as long as there's movement, because you're basically doing flats to flats. So that's moving bait and fish from both sides, so it just churns stuff up. So as long as they're current, they'll come out, sit in the center, and just wait for stuff to flow out and feed on. But that's the pipes, so you can have an idea of what you can do. You could either park on that side there and then just walk over and fish. You could just walk right here to either side. I do it at night, so it's not that big of a deal. Or like I did, is just park on the bike path on this side here. It's a real common circumstance, so I don't think they really hassle anybody here. I always see guys here, especially on the weekends, either fishing or throwing the cast net. But that's the pipes. Wrong current, so we're moving on. Okay, here's the bridge on Boca Chica, basically the road to Geiger Key. This is my other nighttime tarpon bridge spot that I show on my videos. And we'll see what way the tide is running and how deep it is. Not optimum for us, but we'll give it a shot, throw a couple baits out. But you can see it's pretty shallow. Oh, you can see there's a bunch of fish there. But you can see it's very shallow. I'd say it's probably high tide now, so maybe 3 to 4 feet here. Then low tide, it gets down to maybe a foot or two. But this is where you see at the nighttime what I'm fishing. Tarpon will sit all along underneath the bridges here, along the mangroves. And then this side, it gets even shallower. A lot of traffic on this road, so you gotta be careful, especially if you bring kids around here. But this side's real shallow. But it has that undercover. That those mango trees go, you can see probably about 20 feet underneath there. So there's plenty of spots for the tarpon to hide out during the daytime. You're just not going to see them because really not many things like to be out in this clear water in the middle of the day because birds will come and kill them. It's all that nervous water there. I don't know if that's oh, I thought that was maybe mullet, but it's just upper current there. But anyways, let's give this a shot and see what we can catch. Oh, for the tarpon and out, they like to stay on the upper side of the bridge of the current. So when the current's running like this, they actually sit on that side, and then when the current is coming this way, more of them will sit on this side. So what I like to do is when it's incoming, I'll stand on that side and I'll throw a top water. Oh, it is mullet. Shitload of mullet. That's what all that nervous water is. But I'll throw a top water across to the edges here and just work it back. And then on the other side, I'll if it was like this, then I would drift a shrimp back into the current along with it. You can see there's a blue crab right there walking along. So anywhere there's current, you're gonna find fish, bait, everything to go with it. Just so you can check out the rigs that I'm gonna be using. Starting from the bottom, I've got this broken off tip, repaired. Now it's probably about 6 foot. Pretty lightweight, the little 2500. This one I use for catching pinfish or ballyhoo. So basically my little bait catching reel setup, but it'll work fine for this light tackle stuff, so I have that. This is that rod and reel setup that I found actually at the pipes over on the Air Force Base that someone had thrown away, and I replaced the front tip and then put new guide and bent it out and rebuilt the reel, so it actually works pretty good. So I think I'm going to use this mainly for just my fun fishing. And then I brought one of my light tackle setups just if I wanted to throw some lures, but this is that 7.5 foot medium, fairly light jiggy, so I could toss the lures. I'm using for my flats fishing, 4000 series Shimano Solstice, 10-pound braid on it. I think this has the 15-pound Andes on it, pink, and I think this, I don't know what this is, maybe 10-pound, maybe 15-pound. I think probably trilene big game on it, just some mono that was on it. I don't know what's on it, but that's what I got on there. So I'll rig up a couple. I think I saw some, they're just kind of sitting in current, so I'll do one with like my yellowtail jigs on it that just will drift, but it won't sink all the way down, and I'll just rig one up with a knocker rig. All right, we're all set here. I think we're just gonna start with chopping up these little pinfish. Just do these small ones. I'll just do a one diagonal cut on it, and I'm gonna just drift one real quick. I'm not sure what those fish that are sitting in the current are, or if they'll bite, but this will be a one good indicator to see if they will. I kind of made a mistake on this one using my little, oh no, this is the right one. Okay, so we'll see if any of them are biting. Where'd they go? Oh, there's one decent one there. So we'll see if we can flick it over to him. Oops, not that way. Ooh, a lot of current. Might not be enough weight. Alright, we might have to work with the weight a little bit. Current's ripping a little bit too much, so we're gonna go with our standby, the knocker rig. And I'm just gonna get it out there so I can get it down in the current. Get it by the trees there. And see if we can hit any takers. Oh shit, look at all the mullet. And those snappers are definitely interested. So is that little little shark there. Uh-oh, crap. Think we have a shark. Oh yeah, of course. No. Yep, of course. Catch the nurse shark. That's a good way to get the skunk off. And there's a big ol' ass barracuda. Oh crap, now he's gonna mess up everything. That's kind of one of the things when you fish these spots is once you catch one, that kind of scares everything off. Damn idiots. Alright, let's see if we can land this dude. I need my stuff back without falling in. Oh, it would have been a good idea to bring pliers. Crap. Sorry to do this to you, dude. It's like catching catfish. I want to let you go. I want to let you go. Grr. Wrong species. Wrong everything. Don't piss all over me. I might just give you this hook. I don't have to deal with you. Let go. Oh, we got it. Cool. Alright. Let's let you go. Gently now. There we go. The skunk is off. Got one interested in it. Take it, eat it, and we got fish on. Stay out of there. Nice little snapper. Our first victim. That's a good eater sized one maybe. There's a pretty big beast down in there. I've got light line on this thing. Hey! Nah, little guy. Got smaller as we got closer. But what that did do was bring out these other guys, then they got them interested. So when you do that, you start creating a little bit of a feeding frenzy, which is a good thing, because then they start getting all hyper. Oops. And what I might do now is set up a little bit of a chummers. More interested, they're not sure, picking at it, the little guys are, but the big ones are like, no, this is a trap, I feel a trap. So if I cannot be snagged, alright, I have a plan. For fishing this bridge, the incoming tide is better because there's more fish on that side of it. But when the tide is coming this way, it's really, you can't fish it. So I'm kind of on the backwards tides, but I can fish this side of the mangroves. And there's some decent sized fish under this side, even though it's real shallow over here. There's nothing going to be there. They're all tucked underneath here. But if it was reverse tide, then I'd have a lot more options. But let's see if we can do a little chumming and get them a little more active. So I brought a little bag of the pilchard slash glass minnow mixture. So I'm gonna see if this will get them a little bit more in the aggressive feeding mode. Unfortunately, it's kind of taking it in a little far there. And I also have my chum bag that I might set up while I'm waiting for these to thaw. Yeah, we might as well do that. Let me get my rope. I go full chum on them. I got my little remnants of my chum bag. Get that in there. Soaking it up a little bit. Spook them a little bit. Well, the tide is actually ripping so much. I think I'm going to set the chum bag on that side of the bridge so it's flowing underneath, and then it will land around here. That might be a little better option, because they're attacking the chum way out over there, which is kind of not so good for me. Alright, so I got the chum bag on this side, and then by the time it gets to the other side it'll be a little bit lower, and this will get them all fired up and excited, and it'll be easier to fool them with my drifted baits in this short little spot here. I don't have a lot of room. Let's see if that gets them. Yeah, they're getting happy. Look at them swarm. They're just going after the little pieces. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. Oh! There we go. Oh, no, get out of there. Damn it. Oh, yes. Pull them out of the trees. Not the size we're looking for, but we're getting there. Alright, so I think I got a system here. Drop some of these bigger chunks, give the chum bag a shake, and then walk over that side and then drop the bait at the same time. Alright. This side. Let's drop this one over. Problem is this tree branch. Oh, big one got it. Big one's got it. Ugh. Get out of there. I think I got the big one. Yeah, nicer one. Ah, we're increasing in size. There's some much bigger ones in there, but we're getting bigger. Sight fishing at its best. Come on, get out of there. Oh, nicer one, much nicer one. Stay on the hook. There we go. Now we're getting into the eating size. Now we're getting into the eating size. Nice. These are the ones. And there's some big ass ones popping in and out of there. Look at that. That's got ceviche written all over it. Oh, missed that fucking big one. There are some monsters swimming around in there. Damn it. There's some serious big boys in there. And I'm really amazed at the size of the snappers that are over here. A lot of blue crabs. Lots of blue crabs. Definitely some super sized snapper in here, but a lot of little ones as well. There's a good one, got it. There's a good one's got it. I think. No, fudge. The small ones will get it, and then the big ones will get all jealous about it. And they ate it off. Fudge. Some nice blue crabs in there. Oh, nice nurse shark in the mix, messing stuff up. But there are some bruiser snapper in here. Like, I'm super impressed. And I woo the day for this rod to pick one of them up. Because I ain't going to be able to handle them. Very small chance of success. I'm fighting off these crabs, but you can see there are some monster mangroves in here. They're plus 20 inchers. I thought one of them was a freaking shark. That crab is just wrecking my bait, but look at that one right there. Oh, can't get him out far enough to see him. That's got to be close to 20, 22 incher. Holy shit. Look at him right there. Oh, getting a light spot. Oh, just coming around there. Oh, just can't. Man, there's some beasts in here. Got to come at nighttime, put the chum out, get some chunk baits. Oh man, some heavy gear. I'd probably bring out my tarpon rod for these dudes. Fuck, it's so big. He's under there. I can't get a bait to him very well though. He wants it. Oh, damn, no, shark, damn it. No, crap, you idiot. Get, ah, damn it. Oh, broke me off. Ah, damn it. I can't stop these fish. Oh, let it go. There we go. Ah. Oh, screw this. I'm getting my better rod. These fish are these are okay ones for these when I'm catching, but I wasn't expecting these super mondo big mangroves that are down there. So I'm putting away these light rods and I'm getting my big rod. Wow, my better rod that'll fit these fish a little better. Got my better rod. This one's longer so I could reach down and angle underneath those mangroves trying to pull them out. And then I put on 15 fluorocarbon leader, a little bit longer piece on it to be a little bit more stealthy. So let's give this a whirl. All right, got a better one. Come on, get out of the damn trees. Oh yeah, nicer one. Oh, rocking it. Check that shit out. Getting bigger. Yeah, baby. And there's some swimming down there that are twice as big as this dude. That nice, pretty fish. All right. I want the big ones. Yeah, there's some like plus 20 inches coming out of there. What's that?
You live here?
Key West.
Okay.
Usually I kayak fish, but the wind, so doing something different. Do you guys take it off the phone as well?
Yep.
Does that work okay?
Yep.
I got that app, but I wasn't sure if it was still legal for.
Yep. As long as we could just, see a date.
Verify everything. Yeah. I'm not sure which year is. Yeah, that's it.
Yep. All right. Cool. And then, is that just your chum bag?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just feeding that way.
Okay. All right. Well, have a good one.
All right. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, so I did a quick check. All's good, got your license. Guess he was checking the chum bag. He wanted to know if I was make sure it was the chum bag, which it was. All right.
I want the big boys. There we go. Oh, missed it. Get out of the trees. Nice one, stuck in the trees. Oh, fucking trees, God. Oh, son of a bitch. Man, that was a nice one. God, the damn trees again. That's a nice one. Get out of the fucking trees. Let go of me, trees. Fuck. Ugh. Oh yes. Haha. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. You swallow it. How bad did you swallow it? Come on out of there. Another nice one. Think I've got the system down. Not for those 20 inchers, but I don't think I've got the rod and reel set up for that. I'm gonna do one more shakedown, then I'm gonna move on to another bridge, or another spot. Give this guy another shake. Glad no shark came and ate it. Put out a few silver sides. Kind of get them fired up and happy. And then we drop our bait down. Mixed in with those. And then just like yellowtail fishing, just feed the line out until it starts ripping out. There it goes. Oh. And fuck. Still on there. Maybe come out. Usually don't, which means a good sign that I should be moving on. We'll let these guys rest. Definitely a good spot. Fuck. Fuck. All right, moving on. Now, ugh, it's salty. There's another bridge if you keep going down towards the end, then it veers to the right, going towards the beaches by the NAS landing strip. I think that one is Geiger Creek. That one's not so good, very slow, very sandy. Plus the bridge is actually recessed in quite a ways. So there's no real gain for the fish to hang around that bridge, where this one's like right at this outlet here. So that one's not so good. At nighttime I see a few tarpon there, but nothing worthwhile, so we're gonna pass going that way. Launch right around the corner here. There's some fairly deep water along this seawall there, but good for catching bait, but not too much else besides that. Same with the Shark Channel Bridge. It's the first one that has the actual fishing bridge part of it, but these guys are going fishing. But it's not so great. It's pretty flat all the way around. Right underneath the bridge has a little bit of depth to it, but it just doesn't do very well. I check it out every once in a while. Nothing seems to really hang out too much. Bunch number 5. I'm going to try to stay off the off the beaten path bridges. So this is a separate bridge. They kept it a fishing bridge. Decent current running on here. A little bit of a cut underneath that bridge. Fairly flat. I bet you I could pull some stuff out of here if I chummed it. But yeah, put a chum bag here and get that fed open to just school up inside there, because it doesn't look like there's any cuts anywhere except for this one and over here a bit. I like more when there's mangroves around it. Something that yeah, see, those are flat cuts. Around that point probably be okay, but you just can't reach them from the bridge. But I like over there, maybe you'll take a look. Nope, all real shallow, super shallow. It's nice that you won't get hit by a car, maybe by a bicycle. But it's all pretty flat, calm water. Not very interesting. But you can also tell by